wanted to do a video on this camo hood thing because I did this in my camo test video the other day, and I'll try and put some pictures up in the video as I talk about it. And this works surprisingly well. When I did the camo test, I wore the MTP multi-terrain pattern trousers, basically British multicam trousers in every test, and I also wore this on my head for every test. And it turned out, you know, surprisingly well. It works a lot better than I thought it would. Now, I bought this really cheaply. It's sort of a Chinese rip-off of like the Realtree and the Mossy Oak and whatever they're called, you know, like the hunting camos. And this is actually quite good because it doesn't seem to be too terrain specific. Now, the thing I don't like with a lot of hunting camos is they basically would work really well as a camouflage in some environments, but as soon as you go out that environment they don't really work. Well, this is kind of just in generic woodland colours. So if you look at this on the back, it's probably the easiest place. You've got quite a lot of grey and brown and some green. So you've got some green leaves, you've got some sort of orangey autumn looking leaves. And that's pretty much it. There's not any really sort of standout colours on it. And there's also, you know, nothing that's too dark. Because the problem I have with some of these sort of hunting camos, although I don't have any like Realtree jackets or anything like that, I have got a few things that, you know, come with that sort of camo on. Like one of my crossbows has got hunting camo on it, that it came from the factory with, and that's far too dark, and that's something I've heard people complain about a lot, that although they would work very well in a specific environment, at a distance they become too dark to look sort of, you know, effective, so they end up being darker. Where I did the video, it looked, you know, perfect with every shot. So I'm afraid I can't give you a link or to anything where I got this, but I thought you might be interested in it. So basically how it works is you've got a kind of hood here. I'll put it on. So you've got your hood here, and I'm not sure exactly what this front pouch is for, but it's here. And then you can do up these sort of drawstrings to make it a bit tighter. So then you can have this, obviously, and you're not very visible with this on. The drawstrings do sort of get in the way, but again, I don't know what this front flap's for really on it. But if you could use it obviously with a normal hood, depending if you wanted to do that or not. Or you could sort of, you know, use it as is. In the video I just did it as is without any sort of hoods. But obviously, if you did have a hood on, that would give you pretty much all-round facial camo. Obviously this is a bit more practical to just take on and off than smearing camo paint on your face. And because of the shape of it, I think that makes it harder to actually see your face than, you know, if you just had camo paint on, because it's less human-like shaped with it. But even without the hood on, obviously, it works fairly well. And as I said, maybe you can also do this with it if you so desired, like that, but it worked a lot better than I thought it would. You know, I just bought this sort of as an airsofting thing, and again I've barely been airsofting even though I keep meaning to go, and you know, it's really good actually as just sort of a face warmer and a protector. Now I'm sure you can get, you can probably find these online very easily. I think I got mine from Amazon somewhere, but it's more the camo pattern that interested me. So if I take that back off again, I think the thing that really interested me is just this sort of very generic woodland but kind of photographic camo. But again, I don't think this one's necessarily a photograph. I think it's more like somebody's drawn a load of things that you'd think you'd see in a woodland camouflage on there and just done that. But regardless, I think it is quite effective. So as I said, it's just a video on this. What I've done in the video is that I've had pictures come up that, you know, while I've been doing it in editing, and hopefully that will give you an idea of just how well this works. So yeah, it's just something to consider. You know, I'd never really thought about using one of these before until I bothered just putting it on for the camo test, and it works surprisingly well. I think it worked better than some of the actual camos did, to be honest. But again, this might be a bit more environmental specific than certain things, but you know, there we go.